Greetings, staff, students, community members, and families to the May edition of the Lake Superior High School Spotlight. I hope that everyone is staying safe and doing everything that they can to help flatten this curve of COVID-19 that we find ourselves in currently today. We know that with our current pandemic going on, our Minister of Education has recently extended our school closure to May 29th. So that's the better part of the month of May that we have ahead of us that we'll continue to engage in distance learning. With that, we know that everybody's able to kind of give a different amount at this time, and that every family and has their own circumstances that they need to think about. And I just really want to echo that we're not here to add extra anxiety or stress into families' lives. And if we are finding that we're having those feelings due to schoolwork, please reach out to myself or to your child's classroom teachers. A little bit further down in the spotlight, you will find all of the teachers' names, what they teach, and as well as their contact information. So you can reach out that way or through EDSB. But the last thing that we need or the last thing that we want is people being stressed out based on what we're trying to do, and we come from a spot of caring, and we just want the best for our kids and for our families. So if you are experiencing some of those feelings, please reach out and let us know, because we can adapt our programming to really suit your needs. So we just need to hear your voice on that. So again, please reach out if you're able. Also in the letter that went home to families, and it's a little bit further down in the spotlight, is the letter from the minister. And in that letter, he did mention a few things, and around that was the cancellation of our formal exam period. So that would run our last week of June. So that's going to be replaced with instructional time. And we're not really sure what that means. We know that we won't have our traditional exam week where students would just work on an exam that day. That will be instructional time where students will still be learning, and there will be maybe some type of assessment that will run in each class, but that is yet to be determined. But our formal exam week has been converted to instructional time, as well as our remaining PA days. So we did have a few PA days left on our calendar, which landed on Fridays. We know those are flexible Fridays, but still time that students will be working, and time for instruction. So that will be happening also. You also may have heard there's a drop date to drop classes that have been extended to May 6th. What this means is traditionally every year students have until 5 days following the midterm marks in grade 11 and grade 12 to withdraw from their course without penalty. And without penalty means that it won't show up on their transcript. Of course, we don't have midterms or traditional midterms this year. So they've extended that drop date to May 6th. So if a student has more than enough credits to graduate, and they don't need a particular class, then they could talk to our guidance counselor and see about dropping that before May 6th. And again, that would not show up on the transcript. So a few questions from kids around this that, hey, I can just drop my classes and I'm going to get my credits and that's going to be great, but that's not the case. So you do still need to be working for your credits if you want those. So those are there. Thinking about our graduates, this is people have worked their whole high school career and elementary school to get to this point of graduation. And we know that we had our graduation slated for June, and lots of conversation we still need to have around that. But there is, if you go to our grade 12s, there is an EDSB group. I'm looking for some feedback on what you would like to see for graduation if by chance we are unable to come together face to face in June. So if you're grade 12, make sure you check that out. Also, our bursaries are going to be released today, actually, May 1st. They open up at 9:30 in the morning and they close at May 15th at 4 p.m. So please make sure you monitor your email as well as our EDSB group for the link to access all of those bursaries. And if you have any questions about bursaries, please reach out to Ms. McParland or Ms. Rowan, and they'd be more than happy to help you. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is just a reminder about all the people that are around to help support. So we know that we have NOSP and Delico who are offering phone counseling and cultural support if you do need it. We have the Kids Help phone number. We have our mental health lead at Superior Greenstone, who's always willing to help too. But don't be afraid to reach out. Everybody's going through different things during this time. This is new for all of us, and it's not easy. But please know there are a ton of people that are ready to listen and to offer their support. So with that, I'm going to let everybody go. And again, we are here to help support and serve our families. So please reach out if you have any questions or concerns or comments, because we need to hear those things to get better so that we are meeting your needs. So with that, wishing everybody a great May. Stay safe.